Hey guys, BATJAC J.W. Having a little bit of coffee and figured to get back and chat with you. The video What's in the Bag has actually found its way up on the main channel there. A lot of people have actually been checking it out already, which is really neat to see that has gotten the popularity it has. For me, at least, being a smaller channel, it's really neat to see that. I remember when I first started doing those things, those Saturday morning videos, it was like, I don't know, I thought to myself, honestly, I'm like, I don't know if anybody's really actually going to want to tune into this or do this. So, but it was neat. It really is neat to see that, yes, it has got its popularity, and there's a lot of people that like to tune into it every Saturday morning or whatever morning it might be, or maybe it's at night, as I said before. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. You never know when somebody's actually watching. So I got some coffee and just wanted to look at some stuff, and I know that some of you actually were listening to the audio of it on this channel. That was not too long ago or earlier this week, and that's one thing. Is like, I feel like there's a lot of you that has crossed over, subscribed to this channel. I appreciate it, or have checked out the Patreon, and I appreciate that. And I've actually just kind of I like these multiple platforms because it allows me to figure out if I want to do a different type of content. In regarding that content, I can figure out a way to put it out there, so in different, different topics or things I want to talk about that may be a little bit different. So that's really neat. And of course, on this channel, I like this channel a lot because it allows me a little bit more freedom to do different things that may not necessarily be something that someone were to subscribe to the main channel for, where they've come across some close-up looks at some really beautiful classic revolvers, and then they come across a video like this and they're like, I don't get it. What is this? Why is this person doing this? And I know, it's like it's my channel. It's whatever I want to do. That's fine. But I kind of do enjoy the separation of the two. And so, and reading some comments right off on the big on the other page here, it's Bob. Bob says, I'm tuned in, and technically I'm here. and then Joe he's always there. I know Joe is always tuned in and everything like that, so it's really neat. And and 454 Packer, if you're listening to this too, I really want to get that beautiful picture that 1911 hung up on the wall. I really want to do that and get that up there. I just want to make sure, because in the place where I'm at, I don't want to puncture the wall with nails or pins or anything like that. That's a good way to get yourself in trouble and destroying the place. In fact, I want to get some actual carpet to lay down over the original carpet that's here, so I don't dirty it up. And I guess it's a thing too, like for me, coming from an island where, see, in Hawaii, you don't walk into somebody's house with shoes on or anything like that. It's proper to remove your footwear before you enter someone's home. So that's kind of where I've always been. That's where I've been brought up. I think that's actually like a Japanese thing too. Yeah, right. Don't even know my own heritage of people. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I just want to kind of protect the carpet. Just kind of like that. Sometimes, early in the morning, you're stumbling from the coffee maker back to the bed or something to enjoy your coffee. spilling your coffee all over. But no, but my awesome coffee mug holds about 2 cups worth, almost, maybe a cup and a half. I don't know. I gauge it about, depends what kind of morning it is. I have 2 cups worth of my BATJAC coffee mug. So, yeah, looking back, I know Cody and the hangouts that we used to do, that was really, really neat. And I haven't actually been able to get in touch with him. I don't know if he changed his phone number or whatnot. But then again, Cody has always been hard to get a hold of, which is kind of a bummer. But that's just the way he is. I mean, I guess if I really needed to, I could, maybe call his work and see and leave him a message saying, hey, call BATJAC. He'll know who I am. No, before I moved, I sold Cody a few guns actually, that he owns a few guns of mine that just wound up going to him, and I sold it to him. I've sold quite a few guns that were in a sense stars on the channel, but now they are gone. And then there are some that that aren't even mine. A lot of them aren't mine. I get a hold of them, or somebody says, "Hey, if you want to video it, go ahead." But sometimes they just, the owner doesn't want to be known that it was like a gun that they lent to me or something like that. So I just usually won't mention it out of respect to them. I don't know. For whatever reasoning they have, I don't question it. I'm just happy that I get to photograph or video another gun that I may not necessarily have to present to you. And interesting enough that some of the main popular videos, one of the real popular ones is the Snake Charmer 410 shotgun that I did. I actually had one of those, or not had, but I shot one with my father that he borrowed from a friend of his. It was the exact same thing. And we used to go out in the middle of nowhere and pop off some rounds from it and have fun doing that, my pops and I. So that brought back memories for me, and ironically that's one of the videos that has gained a lot of popularity on the channel, with 23900, I don't know, it's a lot of views. It's up there, and for my channel it is, because I consider my channel a really small channel. It's just not it's not somebody with a gazillion subscribers that are getting millions of views every day or anything like that. But I'm just happy where it is. It's nice. It's really neat because it has offered me the ability to be able to work with creativity and photograph and film stuff. As I've always been really interested in filming and doing that. Now that to have a platform like this and have an audience. So, oh, excuse me, sneezing on you. Doesn't make good for audio. But it's, oh man, I tell you, cold season's coming, and I really hope I don't get sick. So I might have to go to the Walgreens or something and pick up some vitamins and stuff to avoid getting sick. Last year out here, I got really sick. It was really bad. I don't know what it was, but it was like non-stop. It just felt like the minute I felt like I was getting better, I got sick again. Or it just, I don't get it. I don't know. I just could not figure it out. But, well, the comments have been rolling in already on the video here that we just put out this morning. Actually, it's just I don't even think it's been up for an hour. Yeah, not even. We're at 55 minutes already. Let's see. Let's check it out. We already got some comments on it, so let's go ahead and read them off. Yeah, it's kind of fun this way. The Crazy Scotsman has did one at the time right here. Just 5 minutes ago, he posted this one up. It says, "Nice show, my friend. Nothing like old school upbringing." Yes, that's right. Nowadays, people don't understand everything and is softened down or eradicated, which is sad. And that is so very true. There's so many people that just don't they don't get it, or it's just not part of their their vocabulary or lifestyle. It's like I come from. I'm really proud to say that when I was going to school, we really didn't have the computers really weren't involved the way they are now. It was pen, pencil, paper, notebooks, textbooks. You had a book bag. You literally, you had a locker, and you hauled around all these textbooks to each class. Which class is next? Oh, I better go grab that textbook. And I was famous for forgetting to go to the locker and get my textbooks out, so I would just haul around all my textbooks. It's probably why I have a sore back to this day. But it's just a different kind of upbringing. I grew up with respect, to respect people, to not just you treat people how you want to be treated. And I think that also goes back to on this, just on YouTube in general. I mean, people just tend to talk out of line or just say things, and they don't really care about it, and they don't care about what they're saying to somebody, or they just have no care or regard in the world about anything like that. And I really think it's a sad society and upbringing in their part, in their parents' part or whatever, that this is the kind of people that we are dealing with now. This kind of ridicule and mean. They don't even mean to. I don't know how to explain it, but it's a whole different type of breed of people that are just like have total disregard for a lot of stuff. And I think it's just sad. It's really sad and pathetic, and it just makes me feel like, man, so many times I've said it. I'm born in the wrong generation. I just wasn't raised that way. I was raised completely different. So, 454 Packer, he says, "My favorite toys have always been my cap guns." It wasn't allowed to have a BB gun because you could shoot your eye out, That's right. Christmas story. And he said, probably why have a gun addiction now, right? Exactly. You grew up in it. And he says he's waiting for ballpoint pens to have video screens. Ain't that the truth, man? I feel like that's really what's gonna happen. And we have O-Rods. He said, I really took him back with this video that we did, and that's really neat. The 80s and 90s, man, that they were really some of the coolest movies out. The movies that were being done there, it was really, really cool. I really think that was awesome. So, yeah. Let's see. Alright. So let's get back to the main page here. I really gotta get a new camera and everything. Like I said, I've already, and the sucky thing is, I've already done this. I've already tried to get a camera and everything. So. Yeah, that Walther PPK video I did. I just think there's something really cool about that. That pistol is just so neat. I tell you, growing up, I had a little plastic PPK of some sort. I think it was like I want to say, I don't know if it shot anything. I don't remember, but I had it, and it was just the coolest thing. And I remember it broke. Something broke on it, and My dad tried to find another one. I don't think he could, so he bought something else. But there was something so special about having that one. And I actually have a plastic one that it'll shoot those plastic pellets. I have one of those. It's a PPK. It's really neat. I like it. It's just fun. It's fun to kick around, and you could shoot at a little cardboard box or something. I guess we never really grow up in a sense. We still play with some stuff that and I'm finding myself becoming more. I guess if nostalgic is the word or term, that I'm finding myself I get a lot of things or watch a lot of movies or buy a lot of movies because there's something about it in my childhood memories that I remember that was like, oh, I had this or I watched this. So, it reminded when Bert passed away, it started reminding me. I remember one of my favorite shows, it's a sad show, which I don't think I could watch it today. It's really sad. I remember it being sad. All Dogs Go to Heaven, and he's actually the voice of the main dog. It's just I'm a dog person too, so it's just like there's so many dogs out there. It's like I want them all. If I ever had like a giant mansion, I think I would just have a gazillion dogs running around everywhere. Well, not that quite that insane, but I probably have like 4 or 5 dogs or something. My buddy back in home in Hawaii, he's got about at one time I think it was 10 dogs or so that ran free on his beautiful land, many acres of land up there. Just awesome. I just would go up there and on the weekends and just forget about stuff, man. Just forget about the just everything. And it was a nice little R&R and just get away from everything and just sometimes all the negativity of throughout the day that you at work and everything, and just people and traffic and all their negativity and their poisoning. And it's nice to get away, and I think that's what's important for a lot of us. I think we need to just have that vacation, have that break where we take off from people's just constant barrage of just their pollution. And it's nice to be able to take that vacation or get away. Some people, have that luxury to retreat to a house up in the mountains or something. Yeah, so I think it's really neat to be able to do something like that. So another comment just rolled in. It says from Mr. Mark Mac 85. Have a great weekend, BATJAC J.W. Well, you too, man. So I don't know how many people will get to, I don't know how many people have crossed over and actually found this channel here, but maybe they're listening and chatting it up, tuning in with the little chat radio here. And so I did have that nice thumbnail that you're looking at. Let's see what else we can find. I always look for different really neat images. I remember there was actually radios made of Catalin plastic, which is, according to one of the American Rifleman magazines or something, was the same thing as John Wayne's grips. John Wayne's grips that he had on his 6 gun. I always thought that was interesting. That's what he had, and they were made of Catalin. I guess it was a form of some kind of bakelite or something, plastic that he actually stained or supposedly tea stained himself because he liked it so much. And it's interesting enough, if you look at the NRA curator stuff, the NRA museum has a couple of his pistols with those grips on it, and his like they're old. You can tell. Like when you see them in the museum, they're old. In fact, those grips are so old, they've turned like orange. It's interesting because my Rooster Shooter pistol that by Cimarron, imported by Cimarron, made by I think it's like Pieta or something. That it's they kind of modeled it after one of those ones that are in the museum, and that is somebody already messaging my phone, which is that's probably old Santy. But yeah, it's interesting that they took that they made it look like that old museum piece. So it's interesting. And the original people that made the grips on my gun was Bar S, which is no longer around, which is sad because they're actually pretty good grips. But like I said, I mentioned it many times that it was a happy ending anyway because it wound up leading me to making my own, and that's really cool. Been meaning to catch up with old Dan and get going on that. So stay tuned. If I can get any video footage on any of that, I will and insert it here. And we got another comment here, and it's from Jeffrey Richardson. It says, I get the audio first, I listen, and then wait on pins and needles for Saturday to watch. I love it. These are kind of comments and kind of subscribers I like. You guys really make it all worthwhile, and just with stuff like that, just makes me just forget all about anything else about this is the kind of comments and stuff that I really enjoy to see, the people that really like this stuff, and just all in all great stuff. I'm so glad. So thank you, and I'll chat with you guys later.